Hello.
Episode 7 hype. Time for the murder tools. Except they're sometimes murder tools. They're mostly murder tools.
What's the worst that could happen in here anyway?
You
Oh
turn
no,
on the light,
Keiichi.
see all the murder tools. Oh,
It does still have its hand. That's fascinating.
it is interesting.
Oh wow, that's the whole
Opening
open.
time. It's a good opening because it kind of is foreboding for people who don't know what's going on, but also for people who are like, but what about the statue with the hands? Why does it still have its hands? That's a weird detail.
I wonder what the character behind the twins there is, like on the board.
I don't know. You better
Actually,
tell me.
I remember last video we were talking about like the like things you can hide in the various flashes of a video. I spent so long trying to go frame by frame, seeing anything in this intro.
There are a couple. Yeah, there are a couple moments, some of which you've already seen. Obviously, shout to the island, but yeah, there are a couple of details that just kind of flash open for a second or two tops.
Mm.
It's a nice little bop, this opening, which I really enjoy. Shout out to Studio Passione for creating the first proper classy anime I think they've ever produced. So, mostly classy.
I mean,
Restrained.
listen, is it not kind of fitting for a Ryukashi product to be handed to an, indecent studio?
Well, they're not always indecent, but yeah, they mostly make slice of life stuff. Although, yeah, their recent claim to fame is a very raunchy show, which I certainly could not have seen. And if I had, I'd say it was fantastic. But, anyway.
It's going over my head here, dude.
I know, look, it's okay. Don't worry about it. The people who know, and that's all that needs to happen. Anyway, torture devices. Let's go. How you feeling, Keiichi? Oh, they turned the lights off. Turn the light back on.
That's right.
Make
That's a good idea. What a chin.
It's a beautiful chin. There's a good genes you got there. Good chin genes.
Also, what kind of lantern is that? I don't think I've ever seen one of that design.
That is bizarre. Is it square? Or is it like a teapot or something?
It
what is
looks
happening?
like a camera that's hanging from a strap with light coming out the lens.
Is she just holding Tomitaki's camera with a light on? What the heck?
I believe that that's a real thing. I've just never seen one before.
It's so cool. Oh, time for a fairy tale.
I'm going to be quiet here because I'm going to pay very careful attention for any changes.
It's all right. I'll be sure to talk over you.
You better be entertaining.
I will be. We're going to learn all about
edit it out anyway.
Takano's fairy tale time. The demons. Shion's a smart cookie. That's the important thing. That's all we need to know. Ooh. Oh, it's like a demon hand. Shaka! That's what that looks like to me. Devil horns come out swamp. And these bird-faced demons is very cool. I do like the interpretation of demons as being animalistic. Because they're supposed to be inhuman, from the beginning, but I guess the interpretation I'm most familiar with is stuff in the game Okami, which it shows most of the demons being very monkey-like. As they cause mischief. But it's all birds and fish and stuff. Foxes. The kitsune. I feel like there's got to be some incredibly crazy details in these drawings that hint at, the plot revelations even. What a weird story with no truth in it. It's whatever.
He's not even nervous in this version of events.
No, dude, he's chill. Well, because she's not doing her full spooky routine.
Humans.
They eat humans.
As opposed to what other kind of demons?
I don't know. The demons that are just chill and want to make pacts with you. You don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I usually play demons. I like the demons that'll make deals with you and will try not to eat you if they can help it.
Oh, she said Onikakushi.
She said the thing.
Oh, he said it too.
Oh, title drop.
Wrong arc.
previous title drop. It's post-shadowing, Felix. You don't even understand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they rip them apart. God, she just talks forever, doesn't she? She's like, I could talk to a room for an hour and never get bored of the sound of my own voice. That's Takano. Entrails? That's spooky as heck. Uh-oh. It's time for the gut drifting arc. Here we go. Hold the lantern under your face, Takano. Come on. This is Spooky Story 101.
Hey, that'll do.
Oh my god, throwback.
Why is Keiichi so angry about this?
He doesn't want to believe this innocent, wholesome village
Keiichi
has
never
a dark
heard
side.
a ghost story before? Like, fuck,
He doesn't
bro.
want to believe it. Maybe he hasn't. He doesn't have a terribly social life.
It's true. His dad probably just reads indecent manga to him.
That's it. That's all he's ever read. Here we go. It's for the... Not for the farming. This ain't no wholesome thing.
It's true, he is.
He is an idiot. I'm sorry, Keiichi. I love you. We need to have some character development for you.
Is Keiichi going to break the hand off? I want to see it happen.
I know. Let's see.
The head?
The head popped off in two perfectly symmetrical pieces. Didn't even crack.
Love me a good Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
Fucking Tomotaki's head looked really wide in that last shot.
And it slots in. It's very bizarre. The fact that in the original VN, like when the hand falls, it smashes. When the head falls, it like pops apart like Lego pieces. Yeah, it's very weird.
No, she did not.
She did her best. That's right. This fucking episode.
I like that line. Wait, they all down like all go the whole way from the shrine down there?
I don't know. Maybe that's just a part of the river that they go to. Who knows? Look, who knows?
It's a long way to walk after getting spent at a festival.
She's all blushing and stuff.
That's the most mature thing Takano's ever said.
I agree. Look, I totally agree. This is the most mature that Takano is ever going to act right now. Straight up. Can't let anybody know.
Ooh,
that we were
warp
very bad.
effects
Watch
again.
out for
What
the warping
fuck?
trees. There they
What
are.
is with that?
It's
I
a
guess
way
they
of
have to
saving
save
budget,
some
obviously.
animation somewhere.
Yeah. Well, they do a lot of that. But, it's fine.
And that's just how animation is, man. You can't be
You gotta
mad
save
about
the
it.
budget. I guess.
Oh, it was such a good cut. I love that. Yeah, I'm not terrified at all.
Look at his face. It's like, yeah, I guess I will leave you now. I guess I will go. I will leave this space.
Oh, Jesus.
Got him.
That could have been the end of Keiichi. Tackling someone from behind while going down the stairs.
That was her plan, to murder him.
Did you, Keiichi?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, he said no mistakes again. Didn't he learn from last?
She should know. Yeah. She knows he went in the shed. Oh. So Rika must have the realization now that even though she's like did the doll thing, was still on Bad Town track. Oh my god, that run is adorable. Her feet are not even touching the ground. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what Rika does in response. What's her next move on the game board?
That's one thing. This is entirely unrelated to the anime in most ways, but I have two screens. And I've got the anime up on both of them. One of them has really great colors, but it's like super dark, and the other one has terrible colors, but is like easy to see. I'm like swapping between watching the two of them so I can see everything that's going on.
Yeah, that's very silly.
Oh, that's not a good thing to say to twins.
You look exactly the same.
You're not an individual at all.
You are the same person. If you are listening to this video or watching or whatever you're doing and you're in the comments, let us know. And you're a twin. Let us know if you've ever experienced what Mion just experienced.
Oh my goodness. What is he doing? What is he doing here?
Oishi, you're moving rather quickly today. Do you have some plot for us?
Oh man, if they do an arc where Ueshi just straight up is like actually Oyashiro-sama's messenger, he just like straight up prepares people.
His eyes roll back in his head.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you could say something like that.
Just has no idea what to say and says thank you.
You're just being very formal. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
See,
I don't want to get arrested.
She thinks that they're a Yakuza family. The comments, just because we made that mistake because of his propaganda.
It's true. Blame Oishi. And he's flawless, so you can't really blame him for anything. Yeah, go Keiichi. You tell him off. Hand on shoulder. There we go.
Just one.
Just one hand. Just enough to break his neck. Oh, we're getting into this so early. I love this. I love Oishi. Oh. But why do you want to know?
It's so
It
good.
knows everything. It's good. It's good stuff.
Everything.
How do you even... Oh, God damn it, Keiichi.
No. No such thing happened.
Where is this going? What are you asking questions for? Come on, give us the reveal. Let's go. Everyone is in Hugh and Oishi. Uh-oh, they've gone missing.
The cameraman's losing his balance, Ben.
Oh,
That's why you don't go up onto the top step of a ladder.
I was going to say, don't get that shot by standing on the ground, unless you're a very tall person.
Stole one of the festival's
They
trucks?
stole a truck and went the fuck out of there.
That's very different.
It's incredibly different. Yeah, the implication is that, like, seeing the statue and that, like, little hole in there was enough to convince them to, like, get the fuck out as quick as possible. Yeah, it's a very cool change.
I have no idea what that could be about. That's so interesting.
Yeah, well, to me, the first thing that came to mind for me is that it's like a fake statue, considering that it doesn't break despite how old the thing is.
Yeah.
But there's also could be room to like slot something under the head. There's that little compartment. But I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, like the simplest explanation is just that it's, a display version of the same statue that someone's...
Yeah, exactly. But then, like, why is the old statue not there when that was there in the previous show, right?
Yeah.
Like, what happened to the original statue?
Well, yeah, plus why is the old statue not in the storehouse for old things?
Exactly. It implies deception, right? It implies that this statue is there for deceptive purposes if someone should come in and have a look at it.
Maybe that's what Rika's doing this time around.
Switching out statues?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just picking up the entire old statue by herself, hauling it out of there on her shoulders.
Well, that's that's the problem, isn't it? What can Rika get up to if she is like making moves and doing shit that is actually physically possible for her? But yeah, she oh god, he looks awful. But like she knows, Rika knows right now what like timeline we're in, so we'll have to see what she does to fix things. Hey, Mion, totally real Mion, how you doing?
Leading the witness a bit here, Ben.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't leading nobody. Well, that is the question. I mean, we're doing a rerun of the twin gambit of Watanagashi. Do you think that this is Shion or Mion right now? That's the question.
I will just assume things are the same until I have reason to believe otherwise, and continue to be completely paranoid.
Okay, good. That's how I feel.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, Kimiyoshi's been missing.
So many people missing. They just grabbed Kimiyoshi, threw him on the back of the truck.
They threw him in the statue. Well, that is a kind of interesting question. Like, we don't get to see the inside of the storehouse like after we leave it. Maybe they threw the statue in the truck. Look, we don't know. We don't know. Oh.
Why would you ask such a thing?
Mm.
Well, that's just what Oishi asked. How suspicious.
Oh! It's very weird. It's the kitten story. The nyan nyan. That's what I said. Oh, thank you, Rika.
You must feel so validated.
I feel great. It's like I've seen this scene 1,000 times before. Oh, God. I don't want to think about how many times I've seen this scene. Yep.
Almost as many as Rika.
Mm.
Oh, that's...
That is different. Get fucked, Keiichi.
Rika, you've brought the wrong script. This is it's from it's from
What's it from, Felix? Thanks, little B. Appreciate you popping in here. All right. So interesting.
Should.
Hmm. Well, as they say, I will know someone's dead when I see the body. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no doctor in this story we can trust.
It's true. There's no doctors that exist. Not even a forensic specialist. Not a forensic specialist in sight.
Well, there's just no doctor at all so far.
No, that's true.
I've never seen one in Higurashi.
It's true. It's true. That's the episode. So yeah, we end on that interesting reveal that Rika's like, "We are done. I am done with you, child of man. I'm moving on," which is great.
I'm really interested to see how long we stick around with the pretense of following the original arcs.
Well,
because I don't
question.
think it will last.
Well, yeah, I mean, another one of those little details is like Rika's all, I bet that they'll find Tomitaki and Takano's body soon, but like, do we even know that that's what's going to happen?
No, it's not.
Who knows? Well, that's the thing. That's the question. So far, it hasn't. We'll have to see. Still got this Hanyu business to worry about.
I keep noticing that certain shots of Rika here have like much longer sleeves.
Yeah.
I don't know what that detail is meant to be implying to me.
I don't know. She got long sleeves. The girl is wearing longer sleeves than usual. That's what it means. Don't worry about it. Oh.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's a sure sign of her aging soul.
Maybe. Oh, is it like... Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see how Teppei goes, actually. I know that's like a weird thing to say, but I'm kind of excited to see like how they
It's
portray
always
him.
good seeing him getting beaten up by
Yeah,
small
you see
children.
him get fucking murdered. It's always exciting. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. Alrighty.
I must say, I do not miss having the band section at the end of each credits from the
what? The band section.
The band section.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. From season 2. Yeah. No, it's fine.
Let us continue. It is now the 20th of June.
Episode 8. A2.
Oh my goodness. You only watched up to the next episode, right?
Yeah, I watched episode 9, and then that was it. So I'm excited to get to stuff I haven't seen before and tell you all about how amazing it is.
Have we ever seen the stairs in this building outside of an action sequence?
I don't think so. We're getting a good long look at them. So finally we can create the building. So what is on the different floors? I was always under the impression that the classroom that they were in was on the bottom floor, but now it seems like it's on the top floor. It's Oh, that's not good.
She's out personally murdering Kimiyoshi.
It's true. Sadako is not happy.
Just everyone looking at him. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. What a fucking bizarre sequence. This is so weird. I love this.
What are you talking about? There's the gardeners.
Yeah, the gardeners, the gardening uniforms. Where is she, though? What's she gotten up to? Where's Rika? Everyone should be asking the question, where's Rika?
Did they cut the OP from this episode as well? I feel like that's where it was meant to go.
I guess so. We're just getting into this shit, so we have more time to discuss where Rika is, where she could possibly be. This is ridiculous. Who do you think's gonna figure it out?
I hope it's Chie. I want the Chie hero arc. What is even weird about what he's looking at?
I don't know.
It's slats and wood, isn't it?
I don't know. It's the ladder. It's the ladder. You know what happens when we get up on ladders during the second arc? Oh no.
Here it comes.
I can't believe of all the moments to include, they were like, we have to have the ladder scene. We have to have a second go at Shion's horse face. Oh god.
Oh
Shit. Oh, there it is. She's gone crazy.
Oh no.
She's the
You
ringleader.
should have told Oishi that. Gosh, Shion.
She's not very good at this. Hold on, wait, isn't this Mion? Felix, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Sorry, Ben, my mistake. I should have,
I do enjoy that we've kept the cat eye detail.
Shion, you're not animating me. You're just dragging my JPEG around.
You're just dragging it back and forth.
You've got to have depth to motion.
Oh god. Felix, can you hear me?
Can't believe Chie saved Keiichi. I told you we're here for the Chie hero arc. Time to get Type Moon their sponsorship's worth.
It's true, it's true.
Which I appreciate is a very weird turn of phrase, but only because I can't remember the name of the franchise.
Oh, Tsukihime?
That's the one. Look, there they are, the gardeners!
The best characters. Wonder if we'll get to see the boy. Guess not. I guess the boy is probably still in the princess's tower, as it were.
I like that design on his closet.
Like landscape, like misty looking land. It's cool.
Very minimalist.
It's very nice. Yeah, it's all Shion's fault. I blame her.
Whoa.
She's the one who should be in trouble.
Such a judgmental Jeeves.
Who doesn't want to be a Jeeves? That's a good name.
Did you ever use Ask Jeeves, Ben?
No? What is Ask Jeeves? Do I want to know?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay, please do. Hold on, let me just go. Let me just hit Google real quick.
Ah, shit, I can't stop him. He's not in the same room
Can't
as me.
stop.
This is what the
Ask
pandemic has done to
Jeeves.
us.
Logo. Us.com. Questioning, answering, focus, e-business. Actually, I think I am familiar with this. I've never used it, though. No, I've never used Ask Jeeves. I feel like this was popular when I was in like the 10th, not even the 10th grade, earlier than that.
It's definitely earlier than that.
I think when I was back in primary school, actually. Anyway, it's very exciting.
Back when I was in college.
Exactly. When you're in college and I was 14 years of age.
Mm-hmm. You're 14 years of age in primary
10
school?
Hold on now. Look, I'm sorry.
Twisted,
time is a waterfall. You know how it is. A woo? Cagey.
Oh, the van's there again! What are they doing?
They're watching. They're watching them. Oh, explicitly. Yeah, this again is very different. Renner is not here. There's no police sting operation.
Dude, this fence is so different to how I had pictured it.
Yeah, dude. This is hardcore. This is like modern. It's a good thing they have so many gardeners that take care of things. It's very bizarre, the ending to this arc.
Whoa, no spoilers.
Look, that's all I'm saying. It's bizarre. That's all I can say. Good luck untangling everything.
Rug up, punk. If you survive that long.
I have to go to America to learn Spec Ops training.
I promise I won't put anything in the tea.
Oh, God. Yeah, this can only end well.
You know? Oh, God, look at that color. It's poisoned as fuck.
He's so dead.
It's laced with the poison that she uses for her hair dye.
That's it. She's built up an immunity through that particular process.
Just slowly subjecting your scalp to poisons.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You get the deadliest poisons, you stick them in your hair, a little bit at a time, and eventually you'll be immune to them. Your hair will fall out eventually, but nothing lasts.
Did he know it was wrong? Wasn't he told it was wrong when he was just there?
I don't know. So interesting.
I guess forbidden things are probably a well-known trope.
Sure.
I swear these are like all the same tracks as the previous two seasons. Is it like the same composer?
Yeah, it's the same soundtrack. A lot of the songs have been carried forward.
But there's still like some new productions in here, so it's like
they've created some new music, but they've gotten the rights to the entire original soundtrack, so they can just fucking go for it. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Like, I don't know. This sounds like differently produced. Like, I wonder if it's just straight up the same person, like, remixing their old themes and stuff as well.
Maybe. I don't know. I wish I was the ultimate expert on this one, but I am.
It's also really interesting. Learning. We've like dropped the tears as a memory metaphor kind of thing that we had going on last arc.
Yeah. Well, this is a different arc, right? It's a different situation.
I almost wonder if it's like
people's reflections in the tea or something.
I almost wonder if it's like, kind of was the opposite. It's like more about people, losing those memories than it was about them remembering.
I don't know. Maybe. Not as recently as last year. Here we go. Here we go. It's time. To the murder dungeon. It smells like rotting corpses in there.
I have this very exact idea of what that place would smell like in my head.
Mm.
Just like this old, very, very smelly storage closet at a place I used to work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I picture it exactly like that.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the little lights on the stairs. Those are cute.
Isn't it
Very
just?
practical. They're so close together, though. That's wasting electricity, guys. Come on. Space them out a little bit.
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll upgrade them with LED strips when they're invented.
I hope so.
Also, you kind of got to love all of the like wood details to their bomb
Yeah,
shelter.
yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Well, only the outside is particularly reinforced, right? Everything else is just like it's made of wood, except for this bit, which is kind of like a bathhouse almost with the walls.
Nice and easy to clean.
Yeah, easy to clean the blood off.
Oh my god, there's the cross.
Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing. Or, well, foreshadowing? I don't know. I guess.
When shadowing.
Yeah. What kind of shadows are cast across
Oh my
this
god. You straight up couldn't see anything inside the bars on
No.
the right screen here.
Yeah,
The good color screen.
Let's see, what's the reveal here?
I don't know, I'm gonna have to watch on the bad color screen.
So interesting.
Oh, they've even got a mattress in there.
That
They're
sounds
ready
pretty
to
cool.
use this place.
Yeah, dude, they are ready to use this place. Yeah, in case anybody needs to like, stay down here.
They have
It's
really
the monitoring.
upped the sophistication of that security system in this version of the anime.
They've made sure that we understand where everything is, so
Instead of just a bunch of CRTs like stacked on wooden shelves.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, they do have the room ready to use, Felix. Because Keiichi can all be staying here, apparently.
Oh my god, is he just gonna get fucking old and that's gonna be the end of the arc?
It's great. So interesting.
This all sounds perfectly wise to me. I mean, the character saying I did this for your own good in every show ever is always the
You're
good
always
guy.
right. Yeah, it's perfect. Look, Mion knows what she's doing, clearly.
Oh, the pause. So good.
The question to me when I watch this is like, is this going to help anything? Is trying to keep Keiichi safe going to lead to anything profitable? You know.
I don't know. I don't know, boys. This is going on a little long.
That's right. We'll get there.
I don't remember. Could you please describe it to me at length?
In visual detail. Because this has to be Mion, which is the fun thing about this retelling that we've switched the twins back, right? That's why she doesn't talk about the tattoo, and Rena doesn't need to suss her out.
Yeah,
and she seems to genuinely care about Keiichi, and that's her reason for locking him up. She just loves the boy. She just wants him to be safe. That's all it is, really. But there's obviously more going on with what we're about to be shown.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Their minions are here.
Yeah, I mean, I based on the way that Mion was talking during the ladder scene, genuinely would have thought
a real ass fucking
that's great. Gun. Genuinely would have thought that it was Shion because of the way that she was being kind of weird about the way she was discussing their friendship.
Yeah, totally. But based on this scene, and there hasn't been a break between the two scenes, I'm pretty confident that it is Mion. And the question is what's happened to Shion in the meantime? Where is Rika? Did Sadako get tortured in this timeline? What's going on there? What the fuck is Mion trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
She says, their minions are here, but whose minions? Because she doesn't believe in the curse. She doesn't believe it's the three families. Who is they? Who is the enemy that Mion is looking for here? And Keiichi isn't going to learn because of being a fucking idiot. So,
Oh, come on. He was pushed in here. He was pushed in here. He couldn't have done anything.
Let me be clear. Well, this is in terms of
oh my God, he got out.
The themes, specifically, he fucking, there they are.
Oh, shit. I was not.
Yeah, right?
Oh, because she's got Rika down here somewhere as well.
Mion, right? Well, we think so.
Oh, no, because Rika's gone with them. What is going on?
Let's get to the end. Let's get to the end of the show and we'll talk about theories. Because we're at the point, Felix, where both of us have watched up to the end of this arc. We're both mostly on the same page here.
Oh we can do some theory talk.
But yeah, Keiichi is stuck in the bomb room. The fucking mountain dogs are here, poking around.
Keiichi,
there goes the boy.
I don't know what the fuck he thought that was gonna do. That's just kind of just a little. At least
it's not a comically large amount of blood compared to the last arc we had. I can appreciate that. And then Awishi's the one who finds him. It's so ridiculous.
What is happening?
The mountain dogs apparently don't go into that room. They're just whatever. We'll just leave that room. It's fine. Yeah, dude. This is GOU. This is the shit that we are excited for. And we could talk about proper theories, I think, once this arc is over.
We're not even done.
What a nerd. It's only one gunshot as well. I do like that their relationship isn't so frayed that they can't just have a chat.
Yeah,
it's not quite as antagonistic as in the VN of this arc.
I mean, listen, Oishi's had his arc,
right? I mean, for sure, but Tataru's going to be the question. All right, here we go. What bodies were down there? And Shion. Shion was in the well. Yeah. I don't know what we can learn about the 10-year-old.
Oh yeah, just save that for last.
Here we go. Here we go. Where was Rika? Here we go. This is the shit. Where was she? The septic tank of the outhouse.
What?
Mm-hmm. The, like, locked room. So interesting.
Oh my god, everyone.
Yep.
Everyone.
And Sadako and Mion were found dead together with the fucking gun.
What?
Like, what is going on? If only there were more than 30 seconds left in this arc.
Where she just like pushes the credits aside, like, I need this time.
I need to focus. Yeah, super cool. That's where all the bodies were. Yeah.
What?
So all the family heads and Shion. So presumably Shion killed the family heads, but then Shion is also there. So like, did Mion kill her?
Yeah, like really.
Like that's my assumption.
Functionally, not much has changed.
Well, the positions of a lot of bodies have changed, right? Yeah.
Once again, they've done like a huge switch around in terms of the implications without actually changing much of what happens. I love it.
Let me put it this way. By the end of this arc, I had a pretty solid theory of like what was going on. And I want to, before we like close out for this video, for this track, whatever, I want you to tell me what you think's going on, because you have a number of ways to explain. I assume at this point, just like throw something out there, that Shion killed the family heads, and then Mion figured out what Shion was up to and killed her. But then we also had to explain why Mion and Sadako are dead with a gun between them, and what the fuck happened to Rika. What do you think's going on there? Who do you think killed Rika, or what do you think's happening there? Was it the Mountain Dogs? Because like, why are they racing around the Sonozaki estate? You know, what's going on there? Walk me through your thought process.
Well, the other one that's really interesting, just to kind of, I guess, preface this, is that last arc, it also seemed like Rika may have taken herself out of things early as well.
Yeah, sure. But she was found in a very gruesome state, apparently. She's in the septic tank, which implies drowning, but it looks like she'd been, like, tortured or stabbed or something. Like, who do you think did that? Do you think it was Shion, the, like, obvious culprit of this arc? Was it the Mountain Dogs? Was it somebody else? Was it secretly Renna the whole time?
Well, the only reason I doubt that it was the Mountain Dogs is because if we said that we saw the Mountain Dogs there, then that means that if anyone else had tried to do something to Rika, they probably would have gotten in the way.
Well, that's the thing, right? The question is, like, why are they even at the estate? Because if they know that Rika is already dead, why are they going to the estate in the first place, right? Because we have that line that who I assume is Shion and Sadako. They both kind of say, "I think I saw Rika like out the back with some suspicious looking construction worker."
Yeah, but then again, that also could be lies, right? Like maybe
Do you think it
maybe Mion had earlier seen Rika with one of the Mountain Dogs, and like,
do you think it's Mion in that scene, or do you think it's Shion?
It's
because in my mind, I think it's Shion. I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I would say
Shion,
based on the dialogue in the latter scene, that'd probably be Shion.
Okay.
Just because I forget exactly what the wording was, but there was just something she was saying about
sure,
the club that made it sound very distant.
Sure, maybe. I mean, I would posit based on the latter sequence when one of the Sonozaki twins is just going completely nuts. Like, if we suspect that it's Mion in the later sequence with the gun and the underground bunker thing, she looks a lot more put together. So I would suspect that is in fact Shion who's like shaking the ladder. Because Mion, as we know from lore, from Rika's testimony, Mion is the one character who, when she gets Hinamizawa syndrome, she's like completely powerless. She just is incapable of killing other people. She causes problems, but she isn't. She doesn't go quite that far. She doesn't go quite that off the deep end. She's incapable of like doing anything with that.
Well,
energy.
I mean, that's why it makes sense that she just locks Keiichi in the cell, then, right?
For sure. Yeah, I completely agree. So, what do you think? What do you think's going on then? If we suppose that is Mion with the gun, and she ends up in a room with Sadako. Like, what happened there? Do you think?
Well, I mean, we do see the mountain dogs there on the monitor, so it's plausible that, like, you know, the mountain dogs are just kind of cleaning up a mess that's already been made and getting out of Dodge before the police show up.
You think that they killed Sadako and
no,
and
this is not like the stuff I believe. I'm just throwing out possibilities.
Okay. Sure. But what do you believe?
I don't know what I believe, Ben.
Okay,
I'm a very impressionable young man.
I mean, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm only drilling you because obviously I had a week between episodes, but at this point in the story, I feel a very strong idea of what was going on. I was like fighting people in the Hinamizawa Discord. So if people want to see that, they can probably go find it. Yeah, we got a link in the description to the Discord if you're interested. I'll have a link to the Discord, and you guys can you can see those discussions if you like. But yeah, like I'm curious if you have any strong theories or any strong ideas of like, do you think that Takano is still going to get up to her shit? Obviously, the 2 arcs we've seen so far, like in the original story, didn't really illuminate the great Hinamizawa disaster. Do you think that still happens though, in one way or another? Or do you think that them like leaving in the truck is denying that? Do you think that's
I think is probably is denying it in one shape or another, because I don't think we've even had a hint towards it. Like at the end of
no, not at all. No,
you know, Onidamashi.
Yeah.
There wasn't even like a hint of like, it wasn't even until years later that something happened.
Things would come to light.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get Keiichi's like confession letter either. Yeah. Like, well, not confession, investigation letter. Whatever.
I mean, he just straight up survives and has a discussion with Uishi, right?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. No, anyway, I'm just curious if you have any like big theories. Maybe you'll come up with some over the next arc. We'll see if there are any clues that might help us or might help you, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, you know, what was your theory at this point? We're up to the same point in the story, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you, at this point in the story, I was convinced that Sadako was the problem. That is my thought. And I'm going to base that on 2 sequences. One, from Walter Damashi, when we find that both Sadako and Mion are dead. We know that Mion isn't a killer. So the assumption then is that Sadako killed Mion and then shot herself. That is the assumption there, or vice versa. The other scene is in Onidamashi, where we find both Rika and Sadako's bodies, and they ask the question, the police ask the question, was this a murder or a suicide? And as we all know, the answer when Rika asks you that kind of question is yes. So my theory at this point in the story is that Sadako is the one who is causing trouble.
Yep.
And she is the one who killed Rika. And I guess to highlight a specific moment, because we kind of see that the septic tank is like locked. I think that maybe Sadako like hid herself in there to like bar it from the inside so nobody would find Rika.
I suppose, you know, the septic tank is also kind of like, it's a bit of a trappy death, right?
Yeah, for sure. The problem with this theory is, of course, that like we find Rika in a very gruesome state, and I don't know what kind of motivation would lead to Sadako not just like killing her closest friend, but like gruesomely, like, you know, stabbing her over and over again, or whatever's involved there. Whether it's the syndrome or something else.
I'm gonna just throw this to you, dude.
Sure.
What if she's stuck in the time loop too?
I had a very similar thought.
What if this is like her fucking doing everything she can to get out now that she's stuck too?
I had a very similar thought, but yeah, the question is, you know, how does she kind of fit in with the broader story?
Because I mean, like, I don't really have much to go on with that, I suppose, but
sure.
I think, you know, if we're asking the question of like, why are we back here? And we clearly have a lot of
there needs to be an outside influence, right?
Yeah. We have a lot of symbolism of like dualities.
Yes. The other question is, of course, why is there stuff in the OP that seems to be linked to Rikishi's other properties? And what characters can we use to further that link?
Yeah, I mean, that's like an obvious pull that's kind of drawn that to my mind, but I'm trying to think of like stuff that's within the show itself.
Oh, I agree with you. I just want to make sure that's like on the table.
Because I'm trying to think, like, you know, obviously we've still stuck with the whole twins thing, and we've kind of played it in a way with the twins where neither of them was more responsible than the other.
Yeah.
Which
for
if
sure.
we then
They both seem
flip
to
that
have, like, done bad
duality,
stuff.
if we flip that duality to Sadako and Rika, then, you know, in that lens, them both being paired together, because then we have the pairing of Sadako and Rika, Mion and Shion, and Keiichi and Rena, and that, like, you know, kind of sets out our pairings for the narrative.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. I think there's also something to be said just by the color palette, the way that in the OP there's a shot where we see the two of them. We see Rika and
I don't want to talk
Sadako.
about the OP. The OP says too many things.
You want to talk about the fact they have, like, very clearly, they're, like, contrasted, very interesting way. Okay, don't worry about it.
I mean, listen,
it's fine.
The OP is obviously there. I'm just trying to, like, make an active effort to engage with what's in the show itself.
Sure.
Because, you know, anime OPs are notorious for, like, getting ahead of, you know, jumping the shark as is.
Sure. You know, I'm not diving really deep into it. I just want to point out that, like, that shot is there. And that's something you can kind of draw upon. But no, I completely agree. The idea of, like, dualities, and, like, you know, maybe people aren't what they seem to be. Maybe they're the opposite. Yeah. I mean, even there's another thing that kind of sprung out for me in the first arc, even when Rika's, like, going for the marker and Sadako, like, already has a trap set up, despite the fact that, like, why would she have that trap set up in that specific location?
Fuck, you are so right. I had just completely waved that as cartoonish.
Yes, and then immediately after that, Rika is like, I got you, though, with the KO, and I feel like that is supposed to be reflective of the series as a whole. I feel like that's, like, where that's going. So, yeah. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see how things go.
Yeah, I guess I also wonder if that plays into, like, why Rika is kind of going along with things, as you were saying. Like, maybe she's realized someone else is looping but hasn't figured out who yet.
Maybe. I have no idea. I honestly don't know about that. That's not something that was on my mind at the time, and so I won't theorize any further. But
I guess the last thing I wanted to touch on before we close this out was the discussion of the traditions of the village. I didn't think that felt particularly different to me.
No,
it was kind of, like, phrased, I don't know, in
I feel like they just updated the phrasing to, like, make it more possible. Like,
like, so in hindsight, having this conversation, I was wondering if maybe they updated the phrasing to, like, specifically, or at least the focus of the discussion to focus on how it had been, like, twisted. You know, there were two sides to the coin of, like, everyone helping each other out, whereas in the original it was more about, like, the meaning being twisted, whereas maybe this time around on that front with the dualities idea, it was about how, you know, helping everyone with everything also means helping everyone hurt people. Like, I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe. Well, that's kind of the question, and something that, you know, I've brought up many times in the show, and something that I don't know what the show's going to explore it, but the idea that Rika, by, like, time hopping into alternate timelines, like, there's a kind of interesting philosophical question with a lot of time travel, like, newer time travel stories of, like, do these timelines just exist, or am I, like, creating them by wishing that they exist? Like, if Rika had not time hopped in the first place, if that had never happened, would there have just been one timeline with one Hinamizawa disaster? And by creating all of these, like, failed timelines, has she just exacerbated the amount of pain that everyone is experiencing, because there's all these different timelines, all these horrible fates and things. And so, in a sense, is Rika the bad guy by, like, selfishly looking for the one timeline in which she doesn't die, but she's creating, like, hundreds of versions of the Hinamizawa disaster, and in a sense is her sin much greater than Takano's because of that. Which, you know, that's a very kind of broad thing to approach, but I wonder if that's going to be the angle that this show kind of takes, or if we're going to approach that topic. Because that's a very, like, classic modern way of looking at the creation of timelines. Like, you created the problem in the first place, that sort of thing. You thought you were the victim the whole time, but you ignored, you know, the consequence of your actions. But I don't know. We'll have to see.
I guess we will. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for Wadadamashi Hen. We'll be back next time with whatever the fuck the next arc is called.
Tatari Damashi. I'll check it, but I assume it's Tatari Damashi Hen. Yeah. Don't look at the arcs after that, though, please.
I'm not looking at anything. I haven't looked up a single thing for this show.
I'm looking everything up. I'm the one in charge of the looking up. I'm trying to be careful not to spoil myself. That's where I'm at.
Good.
I'm like the pseudo expert for this.
I'm just gonna have to cut ourselves off from the internet for like the entire time we're doing Go and Sotsu.
For Sotsu, I am not even gonna open my internet browser.
None of you are gonna hear from us except like default messages in the comments.
We're gonna have to automate our video uploads and our Twitter stuff.
I might give control of the comments over to a trusted ally while we're finishing the anime.
Please do.
All right. Anyway, we will see you nerds next time.
We'll have to go next time. Whoa.